The New York Times writes, Kamala Harris takes on a forceful new role in the 2024 campaign. The vice president is trying to reclaim the momentum that propelled her to President Biden's side as a candidate and into the White House in 2020. The Wall Street Journal writes, the era of ultra-cheap stuff is under threat. Factories across Asia are struggling to attract young workers. That's bad news for Western consumers accustomed to inexpensive goods made in the region. The Washington Post writes, U.S. imports from China plummet as relations remain tense. Such imports during the first 5 months of the year were down 24% from the same period last year, according to the Census Bureau. Mexico is now the United States' top trading partner. USA Today writes, China. Russia send warships near Alaska. U.S. responds with Navy destroyers. 11 military vessels from China and Russia found operating near the Aleutian Islands last week were met by 4 U.S. Navy destroyers, Alaska's 2 U.S. senators said. Los Angeles writes 3 reported dead after firefighting helicopters collide over Cabazon. Firefighters were battling a small fire in the Cabazon area when 2 helicopters collided, one of which plunged to earth. The other landed safely. Chicago Tribune writes COVID-19 cases tick up slightly in the Chicago area. COVID did not go away. COVID-19 cases are on a slight uptick in the Chicago area. Marnie Minogue, outside her Chicago home, August 4th, 2023, is one of the people who got COVID during the summer surge. Stacy Westcott, Chicago Tribune. New York Post writes NYC immigrants ticked off about migrants crammed into neighborhood rec center. The thousands of migrants recently flooding into the Big Apple are facing a new round of pushback from New York City immigrants. New York Daily News writes, a policeman was attacked during the Union Square flash mob. The mother of a 19-year-old man arrested during Friday's Union Square chaos pushed back on Mayor Adams's comments, blaming the parents of the youths involved, even as her son admitted to fighting with cops during the mayhem. Newsday writes 3 dead in multi-vehicle crash on Sunrise Highway in Massapequa. Police say a speeding westbound vehicle collided with other vehicle across from the Sunrise Mall shopping center, resulting in 3 people dying and 4 others sustaining serious injuries, police said. Star Tribune writes inmates sue state over delays in treatment center transfers. Minnesota lawmakers have suspended the law that required inmates needing mental health care to be taken to a state facility within 48 hours.